Junkies of Utah here. This is Tracie. I have Eddie with me, and tonight we are going to be talking about American Horror Story Season 5, Episode 3 of Hotel. So this one is entitled Mommy. So it starts off with Tristan, who is played by Finn Whitrock, and he goes into Mr. James March's room, who is Evan Peters, and they have a discussion. What did you think of the opening?
I thought it was pretty good. I wanted to see more of Mr. James March in the episode.
I know, you can't get enough Evan Peters, man.
Oh,
I can't.
But no, I liked how they opened it up and everything. I was just kind of expecting a little bit more with Mr. James March, but I liked where they went with the episode. This was more a story. Let's get some facts out there and let's get people knowing what's really going on with this season.
Yeah, I really liked how it did Alex's character, who's played by Chloe Sevigny, how they did her whole backstory of why she is so upset that Holden got taken, and how he was like her pride and joy, and she was trying to commit suicide in the bathtub. Like, she wanted to die. And so I really liked how it did the backstory with her, and how she's the pediatrician, and that's why she's so upset that mom didn't get her kid vaccinated or anything like that. Yeah,
and the kid was all sick and was almost ready to die, and she's like, "Why didn't you call us?" Yeah,
so I really liked how they showed her backstory. What did you think of when she finally sees Holden?
I was like, kind of shocked. I'm like, "Oh shit, it's about to go down."
Well, and he recognized her. Yeah. He was like, "Mommy?"
Yeah, it seems like Holden's recognizing, like, all his family, you know, his sister. And
yeah, so he's not like...
He hasn't seen his dad yet.
Yeah, so he's not like a completely out of there, I guess you could say. So let's see, and then Donovan, he gets into that feud with his poor mother, Iris, who's played by Kathy Bates.
Yeah, that was nuts going on. What was going on there?
I felt so bad because he was like, you just need to go and kill yourself and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, that's so sad.
And then when she goes and does it, he's like, no!
Yeah, then he feels bad. But backtracking back to that, he leaves and he goes and he finds that girl and he sucks her blood or whatever, and then he goes up to try and help this person with their car.
Yeah.
And it turns out that it is Angela Bassett who plays Ramona. So I thought that was really cool because I was wondering when her character was going to finally show up. And so when she did, I'm like, all right, there we go. So what did you think of that, of her kind of like kidnapping him and taking him back to her house and everything?
I thought that was pretty interesting. I was like, there's definitely a motive there why she kidnapped his ass.
Yeah, exactly. And I loved how her and Lady Gaga are tied together.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite scenes in this episode is when it shows them standing in the elevator, and it shows like each decade going by and kind of cool each year and how their clothing and hairstyle and stuff keeps changing.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really neat. And Lady Gaga's left-handed. It was showing her signing the papers. I'm like, hell yeah, she's left-handed. Yeah. I did not know that.
Me either.
One more thing, and then I did not realize that Dennis O'Hare was Liz Taylor. I had no idea this whole time, because I'm like, that guy, drag queen guy, he looks like somebody really familiar, and it's Dennis O'Hare that's been in the past 4 seasons, so I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so awesome. So what was your favorite scene?
I'm just really digging the Lady Gaga's character, the Countess. Mm-hmm. I just want to learn more and more about her. She's just a badass. I mean, you see how she's ready to get her revenge by using Will Drake, by getting married and getting her revenge and getting the hotel back because she ended up getting screwed over by another guy.
Yeah, so it's all kind of starting to tie in together. I really like Lady Gaga's character of the Countess. Like, she's kind of a bitch, but
so
like
she's
in
a badass
but
bitch.
in like a badass way. So I really do like her character in this. What do you think of Sarah Paulson's character so far, the junkie Sally?
You know, that's an interesting character that she's playing. Like, I would never really picture her playing a strung out drug addict.
Yeah.
For me,
I'm not the biggest fan of her character.
I could really do without Sally, but I mean, she has definitely a place in the hotel. But her character is quite interesting. You know, she's depressed and hates life, so she wants to bring everybody down with her in life.
Well, and she's already dead, so
Yeah.
she can't really do much of anything.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about her character, because she just seems just like a bitch.
Yeah, she's just strung out all the time. She's always wanting to stick needles in everybody.
Right? And I really like Cheyenne Jackson's character, Will Drake. I really like his character. And he just keeps getting led on by everybody.
Yeah. What was interesting with Will Drake, I was like, what the hell? Because I thought he wouldn't be one of those guys hooking up with another dude. Like, at first you would think his character would just be straight with women. And
Yeah, because he has a son.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden you see him, like, getting turned on and shit with that.
By Tristan, and then in comes the Countess, and I'm like, this poor guy, he just keeps getting turned on and off, and nothing is working out for this freaking guy.
Everybody's giving him blue balls.
So the ending, it ends with Donovan coming into Sally's room because Iris, Kathy Bates' character, she wanted to overdose, and she kind of successfully almost did. She got really high.
Yeah.
And then
she had the bag over her head.
So then Sally put the bag over her head, and then she's pretty much dying, and then Donovan goes in and is like, no, I'm gonna save my mother, because he felt really bad after the way he just treated her.
Yeah.
So dripping the blood into her mouth, so
It'll be interesting where Iris's character goes with becoming a vampire.
I'm very curious to see how she's gonna look, her appearance.
And I also, too, wonder how the Countess is going to react to her becoming a vampire.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think of that.
The Countess doesn't know she is a vampire now.
Yeah, and she's very, like,
Selective.
she needs to be in the loop with everything that's going on. And
you're not learning the loop. She's about to finish you off.
Yeah. So I'm pretty excited for the next season, the next episode, because it also showed Lily Raby, who was in past seasons, like in Coven, and I think she was in the first 3 seasons. She was the nun and stuff, and it showed a preview of her for the next episode, and she's going to be in it.
Yeah, that's really cool to see where that goes.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited for that.
Same here.
This was a pretty good episode. It had a lot of different things happen. More sex stuff.
Yeah, it kind of slowed it down a little bit. You know, they were like, let's get, some more story build up before, I think the next episode will go back to chaos and just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the season. So
yeah,
we will see where this one goes. My most epic part of this episode was figuring out that Dennis O'Hare is Liz Taylor. Like, that's where I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's him. But yeah, any final thoughts?
I'm just excited to keep watching.
Yeah, me too.
I'm ready for next episode next Wednesday.
All right, guys. Well, I hope that you enjoyed our spiel on the American Horror Story Season 5, Episode 3, Hotel. So make sure to tune in next week. We will be doing the 4th episode on this season. So you guys, this is Tracie.
This is Eddie.
Have a great night.